Hi, I'm Jackie Rabbit. Today I want to talk to you about milestones. I have a great big surgery coming up in less than 3 months, and I want to share it with you. I want to talk about milestones and what it's like going down the road of transition. I'm going to share as much as I can, and coming up, you're going to want to catch these things as they come. So remember, give me a thumbs up and go subscribe now and click the bell so when I'm posting a new video, you get to see it. It's going to be very interesting, and 3 months is going to go by quick. So I want you to come with me. Check this all out. Let's talk about milestones today. Come with me. Let's check it out. We all live for those milestones, don't we? We wonder when they're going to happen. In the beginning, I wasn't sure how long it would take to get to any of the milestones I was really wanting. And now I've seen a lot of them actually happen. And I still have more milestones to go. And I know that that's kind of a big focus for most trans women when they start out. And I was no different. I was just fantasizing about the time when I'd be done with electrolysis. I would have top surgery. I would have FFS. I'd have my vocal surgery. And now, in less than 3 months, I'm going to be having bottom surgery. And it will be the biggest surgery yet so far. But I'm no stranger to surgery, and I'm perfectly fine and happy to go and get this done. I really have no worries or reservations outside of making sure I get my work done at work. That's really my biggest concern, is the timing of it all, because I'll be spending a week in the hospital and probably several weeks to a month just recovering without working too much. Although once I'm ready, I will be doing my best to support everyone from my laptop, and when I can get to the office, I'll be doing my best there as well. So I'm a trooper and I'm a team player, so I'm going to do my best while making sure I recover. I heard you say that, making sure I recover. I know, and I will. But I am going to do my utmost to document as much as humanly possible throughout the process. I have a box full of cameras, and I'm going to recruit everyone I know to make sure that we get as much of everything we can documented. Even me in my hospital bed, whatever it takes to make sure that we're putting it down. I get to do this one time, so I want to share with you, and this is the big one. I know, right? So, milestones in general, what are they like for you? Well, I remember in the beginning, I was really uncertain. Was I going to be able to transition and lead a normal life without worrying what everyone thought every time I went to the grocery store or pumped gas? Well, I have to say, I don't worry about any of that stuff anymore. I really do not. And I don't say this in a bad way, but I look pretty much exactly like my mother, just bigger. I'm the tall girl version of mom, so I think that's also kind of common. I never have to worry about what people think when I do or go to anything. I'm just another girl in the store buying her groceries, pumping her gas, whatever it is I'm doing. I don't have to worry. Now, that was a very big concern for me initially. Was I going to get along just fine? And I don't like using this word, but I will use it once. Was I going to pass? I know that's a big worry. I want you to rest on that one. Put that fear down. Let it go. Put it down and don't pick it back up. It was a worthless fear for me. It wasted my time, effort, and energy, and I don't want it to do that for you. I want you to put that to rest. You're going to be just fine. Trust me, I will. I've said this before. I promise, share some of those before pictures. I'm just not ready yet. They're really bad. They were pretty bad. Those before pictures were unreal that I've gotten here from there that you don't get to see yet. And I will, I swear, share, but not ready. It's just really like from 250-pound lumberjack to Jackie. And I even struggle with it. I just don't understand how, but thank goodness I got here. And I want you to know if I can do it, if Jackie can do it, so can you. It's going to be fine. Just set down those weary thoughts and time-wasting concerns. Just move forward. I want you to go one day at a time, move forward, do the things that you are supposed to do. Make sure you have your therapist and that you're seeing them regularly. Make sure you're doing everything you can after you've come out to your doctors and follow their instructions. Go find some support, get a group, go to transgenderpulse.com, whatever you need to do to get through daily, because it becomes a big struggle, and those worries that you pick up about your future don't need to be carried with you. And I wish I had a way to take them from you and hold them for you, but I just want you to know I wasted my time worrying about that stuff. I don't think you need to. Just be you and focus on being the best you. Go polish what you've got so that when you're there, you will just shine the brightest. It's really a focus on being the kind of person you want to be rather than looking like the girl you want to be. You're going to look exactly like you're going to look. And you're going to be fine. Give yourself some time. Don't be so hard on yourself. I was terrible. I was my own worst enemy with this stuff. And I wish I could go back and tell the early transitioning me, relax. Stop freaking out. Just get through today. Move through. Be patient. Give it time. It's going to be just fine. See, look at this picture of you. You are just fine in the future. Don't worry so much. You're shortening your life with all this worry. So I want to say that to you as well. Just do your best to know it's going to work out. Milestones in general. There have been a lot of big ones for me, and I know they're probably very similar for most trans women. The biggest, most dysphoric thing for me, obviously, was facial hair. And going to electrolysis seems like a never-ending, forever process. And inside the first year, you feel like, is there even anything happening? And yes, there is. It's really, it's a war of attrition. Your face is trying to grow them, and your electrologist is trying to kill them. And it has to be done at the right pace. There is no substitution. I'm not a fan of laser. I've looked into it. I know quite a bit about it at this point. I've done actual research and study. I've talked to dermatologists and electrologists in depth about it. Laser for older girls isn't really an option, and it's the gray hair or off-color hairs. It is recognized as a permanent hair reduction. But the only thing that really is a permanent hair removal and really to kill the facial hair and have it not come back is electrolysis. So you got to go to that right away. Start that right after you get a therapist. Like, that should be the second thing you do because it takes so long. So that milestone for me is we're finally ear to ear, and I'm in cleanup phase. No more original bristle anywhere. Everything's been hit. I'm having a minimal growth. I go all week long. I don't even get a razor out because I have to have something when I do go visit my electrologist. And now I can't even make the full appointment because there's not enough there for her to get. So the appointments are getting shorter and shorter and shorter. And eventually I probably only go once every other week and once a month. Then it'll be several months and I've found some and go back, visit for half an hour, get them gone, and that's it. So that big milestone of electrolysis, that's been one of the largest ones for me. And maybe it sounds like the smallest thing to do, but honestly, because of the investment in time and what it does for you personally, it's a big, big milestone. My first surgery was top surgery, and I'm pleased. This seems to be a very fitting size for me. And other than having a little asymmetry from having it slip past the edge of the muscle a little, it's really very normal. I'm very typical female in the aspect that there's a little asymmetry. All of my cisgender female friends let me know after I whine about this, knock it off, Jackie. You look just like every other girl. That's normal. So live, move on, you know. And I get that. So looking for perfection in things isn't a really good thing either, because there's really no perfection. Even the most beautiful women obsess about every small flaw. If you get to the point where you realize flaws are human and you can be you and still have flaws, whether they are personal flaws or physical flaws, if you're comfortable being you and your goal is to be feminine or female or you're going to achieve that. So it's a hard, fine line to distinguish between the two and not get caught in that beauty trap. That's hard for me too. I struggle. But that milestone, that surgery, was relatively easy. I didn't have a big problem. I was a little sore. The surgery was simple and easy, and I like the results and I like where it's gone. So that was a quick milestone. I went to the hospital, I had the surgery, I went home, and a week later I'm unwrapped and here we are. And given time, things settled in, and I feel like this very much suits me. Somebody had asked me recently, was it weird to immediately go, and did you notice them really lots? And no. I had to really dig on this one and think about it, and I realized, no, it felt pretty normal. And I hadn't really considered it much, but I felt more like me. And I think that was a good thing. So they weren't super noticeable, and they still aren't. They just feel like me. So I don't know if I could say it's super exciting or fun, or it's just me. And I think you'll find they're just you. The biggest event of my day is getting home to get my bra off and itch my back. So just like every other girl, it's a non-event, but it is part of your process. And that milestone is a big one because it's often one of the first ones. That was followed up with facial feminization surgery. Now that one was really big to me. I did stay overnight in the hospital for observation, as would be normal. Went home, wrapped up for a week, and finally got things off. The biggest inconvenience there was not getting to wash my hair. I just can't stand that. And the neosporin in the hairline just gets stuck in there and makes you crazy. But a little bit of clear dish soap, mildly applied, got that out after a few days of being able to actually finally wash my hair again. So I got back to normal. And after 1 month, I really felt just fine. And after 3 months, honestly, I didn't notice any difference. I don't have any numb spots. There was one on top of my head, but that went away when they lowered the hairline, brought up the brows, reshaped all of the skull here at the brow line, and did a lip lift. And everything, even the little scar in the lip lift, it's so hard to find now. I mean, they did a really good job. So what was a very, very large surgery and a very large milestone, again, happened relatively quickly and was over and done with and forgotten in a matter of days, weeks, and months. So it came and it went, and worrying about such things isn't a great idea. You just got to keep moving through this day by day. And that was just one other day where I actually had the surgery and completed a milestone. Then vocal surgery for me was another milestone. And I had to do it twice because I sneezed and blew the stitch the first time. And that milestone just gave me a little bit of ease and effort. I honestly do not put effort into my voice anymore because I don't think I need to. I know it's not exactly a high-pitched feminine voice, but it's not masculine, and I do sound like some other women in my family. So for me, goal achieved, right? I got a comment just this morning. Oh my goodness. Somebody said, love your low voice. How dare you? I don't think it's low. Don't say that. But thank you for the comment. It's a low range female voice, and I'm fine with that. That's great. That was my only real goal, was to just have an effortless female voice. And while mine's unique, it is that. So I'm good. I'm fine. But thanks for the comment. Thanks for saying I have a low voice. I had to laugh. I laughed so hard that I saw that this morning. Thanks. So this last one, which isn't my last surgery, but it's going to be one of the biggest for me, is bottom surgery or vaginoplasty. And that's a big surgery, and I'm really looking forward to it. So we are now less than 3 months away, and that time's going to go fast. So I can only imagine that I'm going to be updating you monthly, then weekly, then daily. So it'll be big on my topic list. Anyway, I've rattled on enough, and that's all I can think of on these things. You're going to have these milestones, and remember, live your life in between the milestones. Don't put everything on hold. Just keep going. Do what you have to do, and don't get stuck in analysis paralysis and waiting for things to happen. Live your life. Just be you, and keep moving every day. I also know that you need support, and that's a big part of moving through the days, right? Transgenderpulse.com is a really great place to find that support. And if you haven't found a therapist yet, go to their resource page and do their resource where you can search for a therapist in your location. You put in your location and it finds some near you. Now, if you don't find exactly what you want, you might call some that are on that list that are a little outside your area, but maybe they know somebody who they can refer. That's always a good way to start. Getting referrals sometimes leads you to what you really do need. So start there. And remember, I care about your milestones. I care that you're getting through this one day at a time. It means something to me when you let me know things are going and that they're turning out and that you've reached a place where you're happier or more content, or that you feel like you're finally you. And I read all the comments. So remember, go down there and leave some comments for me too. Get down there, leave a comment. Let me know how things are going. The good things, the bad things. I am there for you. I read every single one of them. I want you to know that. I don't miss a single one. And I try to reply as much as I personally can. And it sometimes is a lot of replies, but I go through my day doing a regular check routine, and I always do my best to reply back. So just remember, I am there with you. I am reading those comments, and I really want you to know it matters to me that you know you are not alone, and you're going to get through it just fine. Take care of yourself. I want you to get through this week, get through the weekend, and keep moving. Remember to help somebody else as well. Right now is the time when we want to put our effort forward to assist others instead of focusing only on ourselves. So do the best that you can. Check on people. Make some phone calls. See if somebody needs you to go get groceries or something. Whatever you can think of. Just be the best you can be and try to help others in the process. Take care of yourself. I'll see you next time. Bye. After top surgery, I realized having conversations with people is different. I had to keep looking at them and saying, hey, my eyes are up here, buddy.